And, yo, good evening. You did that, and that's so. I am na do na ya san ye be share bio. No we feel there. About subscriber to your channel no Asai TV or YouTube. And about follow your page, you know, Asai no mega or TikTok, Asai no mega or Facebook live. Yenda so yaba yana KCL for King's Court Law. Yɛnyɛ open pa da no yɛnyɛ ne bana yɛnyɛ ne bɛdzi nkɔmmɔ as usual every Sunday no nti no ma yɛbɛpɛ ayɛ na ɛbɛhyɛ page no na ba comment na ɛbɛhyɛ ama afoforɔ ebi a wɔbɛka na kita British book nti no ihu ihia but ebi a na wo nua bi a wɔbɛkuro mu ha no so ihu ihia last week no yɛbɛkasa afa COS ho na ne sponsorship no na mgidre this week ni nyina no na bebree ya complain obi say we ko tie scam ma employee bi don switch wan switch obi la uneze home office for say or you fake ni nyina no da be ne be nyina no yenya feedback da be feedback ni nyina no ayo ha adwena oba yenua no ma sabi what the WCOS no what the bakroyi mu no ayo ha ho internanda no ya be no ye be busua do ye pain wo dabla de bia no sel pe immigration issues bia preja wo yin kra pa ba anakasa otegomi no bohwe ma wala draft ni na no da abo aha na se le pe baby be yiwuti a Isaac Baba eye dira ya wo fakro so anka to baba wo welembra asan bisu wo bi wo Northampton town nyina no ye Ghana fo edwuma ya yanko na yinka yiye ti na wo so onya bi pako door to door no so ogudo ye edwuma pe baby abosomo wo so a Church of Pentecost there Northampton ya wo edes bebre wo akwa wonye obacha ya mi asam da ma asaso na ote aba foforo ebi ale pada na no kaka asara na ya Ghana fa asara na kwa wari baby ya ba kira wo kwan akwa bo hu nyimpa bebre wo ho because ngaka na hu baby abada no so ntumi ye adwuma geze baby abada on the first place I want to hwehwe wa bra ba kro obi o mu pa ba kro mo na yito obi no do ofra no nsa ankan oba na man wa ba stranded ntino nda so ya be no ye beja platform ya ma ya offer da bia ya ba nche ya ibosua yi no nka ye free consultation aba owo ye ekon office ho na kasa wala ba no ankura da no obeje obi bia ansa na wa akira na adwena akira but yi no de me ye free nti wo so wo da ba ya ida e ba comment na ba share na ba subscribe nti open and ibiri apomit that
ni kakakra nyame adum ba de daruma
yeah na o twa abantam that abantam pa the last week ana ya betena ya na 3 days ala e betena ma church na ne ma bebre inda so ya ba she ba na wo ho ma he oyende any update biara ansana itumi ya call type of visits na no ho no ka
yeah madam bibia ase na mo bibia kwa ba se de bia mo jibre na mo hweye na mo tie de yewo ma mo say this week immigration updates be na ba immigration update de bia ediba na ya ye hwe de efa kofododo na fe ye de abremo your few issues are by what court making judgment of efa deception sebia obia sebi one kind of correct entry because for aman and intino ontimi enya ne nyoma bi sebia indefinitely to remain ontimi nye bi wa kwaye bia o waware na yesi aware na waware no enya papa nti kesin for ebu aware ne say sham marriage omo ede support no so say bia abandon for 10 years and I say pe say deport o ho nhihye and I say obia edino Mr. Shah, I don't think I'm pronouncing the name right. Edi akokota eno ye twen moya timba for the ebeba. There are few other cases a far or more has here more ma internet very broad. I cover is a skilled worker for majority of the people, but still it makes sense to a lot of people. After updates for long residence, do na what's na hano when young crata inti what's na fi ukroma say be a confie edu na inkane na what's na fi ha ukroma fi do lawfully and I say even there is a period of unlawful stay you're afraid to be close-ended unlawful stay. I say Sibia about have 10 years. Na gaps will period of residence in Nimwa a year unlawful, but are covered by a very big paragraph 39E of immigration rules. No, and no, when you cut 10 years, will happen. What you mean? Yeah, but if you see for the court, no, the court and make a judgment say what's na have for 10 years, na will leave no break BBM, and say be from 5 years to 6 years no. Okay, your application be my refugee. 1 year home appeal. Be within 14 days. And then I want to make us so Martina 10 years. And don't you know your mommy indefinitely to remain based on 10-year lawful residence no. Because that short period nanka in Canada get the better no. Is there in Fanchibim? And Tianone Emra and I say case laws aba for the last week and this week.
So no the mama looking na what about there will be a 5 years stay?
Yeah.
And now would do better 3 years to 4 years, you know. The people can make an attempt there or apply for indefinite. Now we refuse to know about affect the people.
Say who apply for indefinite refuse you are over 14 days. So by appeal and answer obey your other application. And your friend is section paragraph 39E of immigration rules no. And within 14 days put me appeal and also to me a value application now and now you fresh application now. And no day and run a bomb buying.
Okay.
But say be what they fancy way British company and be one definitely leaves with me. And can now I got 3 years for her say now I say why is Zambrano? And what your application based on your child now? And now say you refuse, now say within 14 days, not me yet fresh application, and now value leave now. And then there, we got 10 years now to me, again, indefinitely leave to remain. No, but so 1 year, no 1 year, I'm found now pay be 1 month later, okay, before. Although said before now, no, put me leave. Sir, because of say 1 month up from time I refuse, you know, to time I want new leave, no. Won't mean engineer 10 years and Sunday. We definitely leave to remain. Yeah.
So what about my looking if you had double paragraph 39E now? What about to be double 5 years no? Okay, then no 2 years or Ghana.
Yeah. So
because me now know what double paragraph 39 now that will be all fall now win to move maybe days I spend out of the country, you know.
Yeah.
Until tie up there, okay. 1 year be an hour stay out of the country, maybe 3 months. Okay, within 5 years, you know, I spent 2 years outside of outside this country. Yeah, country. On your army services, on your Ukraine or small Dakaye, or your Wankasa. Working to be a chair, they call lucky up or what also no in Chilema.
Yeah, so Obi Echo Fanny says, okay, now I call outside the country more than 2 years, automatically when me apply for indefinite leave to remain.
Okay,
because
what know it to me each day.
Yeah, and no, say what's not Kroma 5 years, normally 5 years, not 10 years, but say what's not Kroma be 5 years, not within 5 years, no, what if we Kroma for a period of more than 6 months in a single year.
Okay.
Ultimately, indefinitely leave to remain within that period now. If we are for more than 6 months now, and she says 6 months now, or 5 years next to free ho. 5 years I've been building from time I'll buy after leaving the country for more than 6 months now. 1 and 5 years necessary free. So also, what shall I say for? To work at 3 years for Kruma say, Nebia work Ghana for PS 2 years and answer 1 year, you person got to maybe. Now, Saba, 2 years now, I try hanging a share. This also shall say, time I'll buy, a building 5 years from, and someone I definitely leave to remain. Okay, unless so to meet you, say 2 years now, and I say number of years now, bro, 6 months, no, and shall say, Papa, be a now, Yari, be a na, when you now go, Uba Ghana. Ebi akọ na COVID ikokan wo hye ho nchase bi wo ho a if you simple bit me agya to me say ampa we to aso enti sade a 5 years no ashegu you have to start and build every 6 months in a year and also spending no kuma say
enti na KCL for King's Court law wo ho there bi ha wo immigration issue bi ani botu me bo wo ni nya da mun sam papa bia wo be bia la the assign TV assign Omega one of bohu da me ne me wo the wo chekire o san de nyimpa bebre ye nya adusuade ni ye ntino mo bi baka bia la no na ye di echi na akaye mistake wo be bia onye da ye wa kire ni na no all they provide the evidence that makura ha he makura da ma me no okoto on ntina ma ma je da me bia na da presentation no kire hu lawyer.
Yeah, also mostly even skilled worker visa I'm nipa bebrede pa ekroma say no. I mean es obi wo ha no pese okofa ne ba biba ana so okofa obi a ohwe no. Enyo bank na betima okofa na ba betima okofa obi a ohwe no. And a dependent, not just a biological child. Obi also as soon as say betima okofa ne ba ba nti ne me application okofa ne ba no aye. Near refugee no application no. If refugee you are not there back, so as I say, I'm here refugee.
Robert so Makada or yeah no way refuse.
Yeah. And no sir no. Aya won't mean appeal, won't mean administrative review. Because administrative review it take be 16 months as an currently.
16
months. 1 year, 1.5 years. And so current waiting make actually. Inti what can I say? Sir errors no ebi wo ho a de o catch verification for no wo ye ho hwe nye bia o say ansa na wo de baba na so person do obi a wo hwe no e ba kroma say no I also try say oh so parental responsibility towards that person
that mean pakono
and as in pakona oni ne e wo say e oba de oni ne wo no o ni so kroma say enye say bi ukuna na so yera oni no wo sisi but the only no work rano also the school crew say so ni ha was say we were free
and then I mentally challenge
and now say bibi o ho potia anunti no want me sharp rano say be mentally challenged physically challenged and now say financially akra and crack him financial should come home so what power to me sharp rano ko dia unless you be a ni suban a bit my behavioral, a bit my mental, a bit my physical, a bit my memory brain. So be a sabi on no sabi brain and not me affected send you see and I say and quano asset name more ultimate suggest. Internet and oh yeah application now. I was what prepare documents in your not lawyer day and my application for no. Now sabi oh yeah the beer na you sure. Yet means I change because we didn't say only be a quadra.
Okay.
What you say? And then I month will be a year, a day I was say to me, once some come. Yeah.
Okay. Me did the program now, you could do a year corner. Your lawyer, our church, and some will be quick one. The problem is a question before dependent our of.
Yeah.
Na woba kasa ebesi wonte. Dependent no ono pende oje ya awal.
Okay.
So olije ya awala owo there divorce no oye wo kuro yim. Aneda oye wa Ghana. So the men yema no kwabra mpe dodo hin na demo worker no obotum ɔde ne paper awala obi bosom no dodo sɛn nda dodo ahen
me da say question we say it's your question as here nipa mienu aba oya ware for
ya
sisi ano nti on chaba mo ntem nti mo pese omo obi afa ne baby
omo de COS so ba
omo de COS so ba nti de ye kan say ekwa be so na omo pese mo ja kwa be so no metime ja afa so ja ware ya na mo ja ware a de oye me no otimi de nipa ba man ye ana so timi de otimi ware fro e de ne ya ehun mo ayen say first say our idea I can worry home. I mean, it's part of life. And see, say, when you be worry na ubakuma say and kasa about multimedia so a Germany. Person mujaya, maybe I met me Jane, depending on predator and answer predator Martina Kruma say. So much snap Kruma in few means equa. I am not a man who say, or was some way divorce no because a high more habitual residence. Akwai sa hana matna say less than 3 years mutimi jaya wo ha mutimi jaya Ghana mani ya nti mujaya adena mbijaya na kasa no say wo bi apeso ware na bitima ware no
rabia na nchichiro
say ada court no measure say munjaya ware no court na someone kaka na say you are free to marry okay nti obetime worry from that day and that is one of the things that you have to consider you ha na chairman ko meja worry ni nyina no akohia obi apeso ne worry and obetime to share worry no on or after a day after so meja worry no and not just say my worry go na ban just say twan na ye di ho official na answer na akọ worry debi kana beguna na de chia what me worry say former prime minister Boris Johnson say o worry no jai na any be say I think say 2 months or so no so people for worry and I mean it happens to everyone
but because as one of them said that question in there most of times if I were our J or the COS now or the EU national no
so obija we EU moi and they say divorce is divorce it doesn't so divorce and the marriage act and I say I can't our family law matter and now EU ni skilled worker and say immigration matter into divorce in there it doesn't matter immigration status
because we come across this question now maybe say only the reason that obi our EU national goes by 3 years oja our na obeyini na na do ban still our valid document and now ben COS na so main applicant and our document and there dependence also our document bra wo tun we our because memment as you mean there dependent or in base of main applicant.
Okay, Matthew question. The make up on say EA family permit no. And I say EA rules no. Say uja waria I don't just automatically affect it other partner no. And right on say the person should be habitually resident in the country.
Okay.
It was what now 3 years. So now make actually say some more when I say do 3 years I'm going to
Okay.
3 years is a mark of habitual residence. In fact, it can not unya 3 years or I say unya permanent residence. And no matter mark of 5 years. And it's 3 years near a very positive mark either the criminal immigration rules and so. To say obey EU ni no worry obi worry EU ni omu jawari automatically no send pakona oni no jawari no okofie. Now so what na have 3 years and ultimately dina so nya retain right of residence no. And so what na have 3 years wakwa say skilled worker Canadian now also kofie. Now so say I must some rano. I think so on the 11th of Apple mmara aba ne sɛ obi yɛ skilled worker na sɛ pɛ sɛ ogya awareɛ anaasɛ nipa korɔ na ɔne ne baa ha no ntawantawa bi wɔ wɔn ntam na ɔpɛ sɛ ofiri hɔ a ɔbɛtumi afile for domestic violence okay sɛ bia ntɔkwa bi ne baa nti na ɔmo awaregya ne baa ɔbɛtumi afile for domestic violence ɔfile for domestic violence a normally if ekesi for bɛma no 3 months on down obiara okay 3 months no are entitled to benefit or entitled to saa no recourse to public funds na yɛde ato ne kratas no ebi yɛ yɛ free so nti we're entitled to benefit public funds universal credit everything also be entitled to no or entitled to ɔsaa bɛnya krataa but saa krataa no yɛ valid for 3 months pɛ nti saa 3 months no tumi renew kɔbɛ foforɔ a ɔyɛ safe sɛ wɔntumi renew a na wɔn nso asesa ne nneɛma na ɔkɔ because mpɛkɔ na ɔde ne baa no ɔkɔkotoka yes because mpɛkɔ na ɔde ne baa no ɔno ni asetena na wabɛgyina asetena nti sɛ anansɛ mpɛkɔ no wɔ permanent residence deɛ a wobɛtumi agyina so anya permanent residence bi saa na mmara no kyerɛ nti ano nso yɛ another aspect a wɔsɛ hwɛ no yie yeah.
megye de dɛ baabi a wɔakyerɛ me adue no sɛ ante ne yɛ abotumi asan ɛtee program no na esua biribi afam ma wɔyɛ mfiri dɛ wo migration issue biara no de bɛbrɛ King's Court lawful na wɔbɛhwɛ mu ɔda ama wankasa ma anka pere wo nkahyɛ baabi nka kyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma bi na kɔ na ɔkafia wo kɔn ho a efi no na ma na de ba also eba nsam na atwerɛ yin na nka ne nyinaa na aka no one by one nti no na bɛtaa yi dɛ bohu obi a onyim damaadze no ho adwuma megye dɛ na me yɛ akɔ yɛ kisakal na wɔka ne sɛ ya fitenya na de bakɔ aka man damaas na sɛ ɔba no mmra ho nsam so a wɔma a wɔesua mmra na wɔawe dalomu no dam nkrɔfo na yɛguan yɛde kɔtoɛ ho last question a ɔyɛ obi a ɔde ɔpɛ da ɔso ahyi na COS ni ayi na ɔso ahyi ma no no ɔkora no wɔsɛ ɔyɛ fake wɔnyi license dami nyimpa ɔkɔhu no dam nkrɔfo no baadze na ɔyɛ
yeah I think say menya question ya say menya bi wɔ skilled worker category no enyoma bebree na okuta skilled worker bitimi dey ayi de bi ya meka but enya ne nya na bitimi abobɔ so wɔ ha sei okay bitimi you know bitimi mabobɔ nyoma kakra so ɛwɔ ha sei a ɔbɛhu opportunities a skilled worker ɛwɔ okay but even before that no menya saa situation na aka ho asɛm ne people sɛ obi a ɔwɔ skilled worker an employer lose the license because in for 60 days on pay baby mfa tisa also kɔ ne fie na wadwedwe ma within 60 days baka sɛ dɔɔso but it's apa wanya license or anase wanya COS or another employer ha or they apply for visa because in for training say COS no they apply for visa no a fake enti or money
meches no wa gine scale
yeah
okay
a fake into your money time say on pass US from this idea or mobile refuse application or refuse me so because all the fake documents are back to apply for visa and you know a fraud ever banned for 10 years and say I've had these cases in fact may not be about what would a person do? That was a question according to me. So because within the in fact 60 days they demand a term because I apply for visa no. And today what do I do? The simple answer is that normally in this particular case you say obetimi another employer obemano COS obetimi they switch it obetimi they mark application for no on the at the meantime and this the obetimi say obet sure efficacy for no say hold on stay a decision no so that obetimi investigate the reason why for the buy Snebeya and Koyase or no mumna a criminal. Okay, I say. And normally in this case, you depending on the situation, you might withdraw application, no. But before you withdraw application, no, you can put another application in. There are so many applications you can put in to stay to stay afloat. Okratani say, and see. Okay, now say COS within the time of application for national now. You can ask them, or if you have a lawyer, it's better because we can prepare such a witness your friend say letter of presentation at church running a kind of some way. Now, go why it's me more train till a longer period of time. You have even up to 3 months. Copy say you better a new mom na ye dia bro no matimi aye decision no. Ibo wa kwetimi ka twemo se mo hwe na se mo be ye refusal a be bande obi a e ma mo nye decision no first mo ntwoma yansa na my decision no. Ye onyema be kwetimi ni omudi enkomo na ndita mo.
Oh yeah, we lawyer.
Yeah, lawyers will be kwetimi it's for the county. Normally that's what I advise. And then we can fight it on that angle. Than say obey na bando because a band if you are banned for that period of 10 years now, it's very difficult to say obey fight ban no. And at the time I will fight ban now you're illegal because that's also very Tianyam fan to also no. Na what the hunju must never yan beto so cry. That's how we fight these particular cases. But now I say skilled worker category no. There are lots.
Yeah, but the more opportunities now, they are come some no. General matters now, no raising no. Yeah, because we did the last time the missile question be the for the margin the I'll submit application be application now submitting or we need the fraud be a day able pay. Usunyim into no near be a our car. Each one among we fee. So that was flag or in certain category. Yeah, because about the one that will take a lot of years and
exactly.
Into the foot hour at the man. The monk of our fine one the registration that more one that more say oh fine one what the more can be out of the money.
Yeah. 100%. Sir, I did back home, most Ghanaians don't value immigration because immigration no Ghana no and said I never papa and see if immigration say just one of the things but in the UK it's a key thing in the US in advanced countries they're very very key even much more than criminal and family laws no I will say because it's a topical issue that borders on politics on law on other matters so we don't enjoy with it. Find yourself in a situation where your application be near say what the fake documents be about and so you've been banned. The best thing you have to do is say you have to consult the lawyer as soon as possible and find a way to fight the ban. Because if you ask how many years near this now say I have a 10-year ban or it could be so. One for another to papa. Yeah, a bit more particular. So, especially in the UK, they share a lot of data with Canada and the US and other European countries. See, a pando for Hasea, it's most likely say, to me, and other advanced countries say US, Canada, Australia,
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, and I say Qatar, baby. Which me and baby, but I have the so once you have it, you put yourself if you are flagged at the Home Office system, make sure you consult a lawyer to do it. The best other way you can do it is say there's something called subject access request. Ubuka qualification for another request to say you have documents here
offer
Home Office you bro. I'm the bundle in bro. Application na why be a farm be an bro. Now fe a quiet pass of bundle no. Why not a day a him on my investigation, a for the documents me call it. Be say what the fake bank statement to buy. Bang na what the fake home fake bank statement call a bit much human will say, okay, you call Stanbic Bank, and now say Standard Chartered Bank, and I'm catching say, if you want to answer no becoming na a questionable. Inti lawyer and a bit mania a quine,
Maybe I find out.
a find out which media upper. Your case be a while, if you seem for a year, a way to one among, but Nipacona move to one among. Nidiamba, to say your Makubusa, Stanbic Bank say, or bank statement where one idea, and a Stanbic Bank for so, as you may see, a fake, any ammonia. Nipacona or say fake no. Young Hunidin, young date or Troy, young who, what do I say? So, these things happen a lot of times. 19 Bacono can say fake. If you can identify the person, then we can't confirm the statement. And fake bank statements is annual. It means you easily, but you have to first of all fight it. It's 100% say they successful, but you can still fight it. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. No, we just na aba and the topic na the bar no skilled worker opportunities.
Yeah, I think said last week in application for a bill you remember crap. Na omo kata nyoma so a omo bohu omo yahu de pa say be cancel if any say dependent no yeah we school work we care work accounting for dependent in bano omo bohu de ro kese pa but some ma akwanya omo nka mo bia nti o ha nom de ahye rules nim nti so bia we di anka nchewo a onti ho hwe
na
o de dada na de benam ko pim say abi be ti ho ahye ebi wa kwa ansa na omo nti ho nchewo no na
etwum
na etwum because said 2022 amuma skill worker okay opportunity say obetima ye adwuma bia bia unlimited hours amode sa rules ni by I think somewhere in March obi antan ho hwe omo ye fi August no ana ma who's I say with me unlimited hours I don't know but yeah that is the truth. Now what the Home Office have indicated in the sponsorship line scheme they say wow this skill worker buy you know you see any who can say with me 20 hours in any category of a skilled work, okay, which is good in itself. Adia Mutsadia can home say you can work as a self-employed person, okay, but also you can only work for 20 hours. You can be self-employed, but you can do that for 20 hours. But what a lot of people don't know about this gift, and they say, first, near limit will be you can only work 20 hours, so you can only be employee. Now you can be self-employed. What that single statement now, it changes a lot of things. A huge number of areas in changing. What it means is say the Home Office is now opening up the business immigration category to skilled workers. Okay. So we are skilled worker. Now say currently no open juma na onya bi and now onya full time or employer ha. Now still we struggle with 20 hours now. What can you do? My advice, there are a lot of options for you. It's easy to set up a business in the UK. Okay, it's easy to set up a business in the UK. It's easy to be self-employed in the UK. And if you are self-employed and then you are working in any industry, it doesn't make you a less of an employee. In the skilled worker category, you can work as a cleaner. Okay, you can work in a warehouse. You can work in a lot of other jobs. Because low-grade jobs now. However, if you are self-employed, now you're a cleaner. Because you're a self-employed person now, you're a manager in the first place. So you can still work in the cleaning industry through self-employment as a cleaner.
Okay.
What do you say?
Still now you are under the skilled worker.
Under the skilled worker now. Okay. So Me, a skilled worker, that's the route I would go for. Self-employment. And we are self-employed and also company or run here. You can also employ someone. And you can, I wouldn't ask people to do it. But even if there is a work more than 20 hours, it can be a work done by an employee. Okay? And she said, it's kind of business anymore. And you're whenever you pay yourself the 20 hours. But it's kind of a company what do I say? So it's another, huge opportunity for skilled workers to go under. On the business category, you have maybe self sponsorship skilled worker visa. Self-sponsorship skilled worker visa. And also another kind of sponsorship visa.
What about church?
Yeah, bit me a bit once a more say, yeah, problem. Said, bro, one of the things they say, we are skilled worker, not be a employer no losing license, and now struggles over near Juma. You can get a sponsorship license yourself and employ yourself. Okay? And see, how do you do that? The procedures are quite a number of procedures that we must follow. You have to set up a company, you have to get a bank account, you have to get all the relevant documentations. Then you apply for the sponsorship license. Then you put yourself down as an employee. In Tianosano, you become your own boss. Okay? Then you can start running things on yourself. In Tianosano, you can still recruit people for them to work for you, or you can still manage yourself as a self-employed person running other businesses by yourself. It's not lost at all. Apart from that, your categories of business will be switch it to. There are a lot of skilled, if it be scale-up visa or if it be your scale-up visa, your investor visa. See, I can say investor visa name your other charity visas we are with me. I call Minister of Religion. I'm not members because sorry, like your high potential individuals are with me. I call your temporary category or your intercompany graduate training transfer or a very big government authorized exchange visa. And also another category with me OBI eligible. Okay, and so we don't normally limit ourselves to Minya Juma. You can open yourself up for the risk, which is setting up your own business or being a self scholarship skilled worker visa, and now getting your 20 hours through your own self-employed person. And see, don't lose guard over this. Try to explore it. Try to gain advantage over it before they pull it out. Mekai 2013 student visa na students no opportunity to set up a business. And see, may take advantage of that and may set up a business. I think it's 2015 down the line, around September 2015. If you're a student, I want to set up business.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a year frame.
But all of that way that
yeah. So in that business, if I wanted to get a sponsorship license, commit me to sponsorship license in that business and employ myself. Make me the first one I'm in students now can be a company, She see an allocate system into me and take advantage of it again. So once you have such advantages, the best thing is normally seek legal advice, look at your options, then go for it rather than sitting down maybe Chinamaye, Miniska, Minise and stuff like that. A lot of people who take advantage of these situations now, sadly, Indian, Pakistanis and Nigerians, normally throughout the week you realize that if they're Nigeria probably they book for consultation, they come for consultation, we teach them what to do, then they always normally will lead the Ghanaians. Nigeria need to be Ghana nearby the same day and I say the same year, but give it about a year or two, then the person is flying and the Ghanaian is still there. Say, me hoche me near Juma and stuff like that. So the things I would ask people on a skilled worker to do, and they say they always have to seek legal advice and then make sure they weigh their options very, very well. And just I mean now you are just only name when you bounce maybe a employer and general line finish na account 60 days. Most Ghanaians be most Ghanaians if they cut 2 days and another 1 day, I'm on a crater there. If finish a cry, no afro say. Then of process one, and yes, on one ever fro. On an ebution phone and soft phone in ubi fro. So your phone will not sleep. Banging, praying, begging and stuff like that. Normally I wouldn't have that time because it can be genuine say be a one na, but I won't waste my time on you. Unfortunately, because I have a lot of things to do, a lot of bigger tasks to work on. Inti some pressure na anyway, no, I wouldn't even accept it. So if you are Ghanaian and then if you are listening to this particular program, now options no don't wait before it's too late. And if you still don't understand certain things throughout the explanation of this program, Mr. Bisi, checking my microphone, no, Juma, and hopefully maybe it gets better. Yeah, and she said, "Oh, you'll be a skilled worker visa." And I said, "And Kishamu and once I say, yeah, what I advise you to do is that you book a consultation, not necessarily with me, any other Ghanaian lawyer, be able to say, you can book a consultation. So, Matisse say, what do I do? What are my options? Catering and the buy, seeing an ecoso. Then we explain all the options available to you. Even sometimes, a lawyer will be good enough to explore other areas with you. I'll be to my first day here. Hopefully, somewhere in May, I'll be hosting a program on all the skilled worker visa category. I'm for more difficulties with, surviving and other things. What approach they can take to make life easier for them. And so hopefully we can be a bit more as one of these particular sessions.
Life.
Yeah. But my advice for people, okay, is make sure you understand the whole concept very well. Then choose the best option available to you. Then say, obey narrow-minded, okay, and keep to yourselves, okay. My Juma 3 months, my Juma, but there are a lot of options available currently. Yeah, a book say my papa and percent Ghana and lawyer and if you want to go to Ghana and you want an advice from me, what did I make control? Say me airline now. Neko. So there are a lot of options available. Sometimes me cannot literally, although it's easier said than done. I didn't make easy to do, no. When you want to take a task, it's always difficult. That's why nobody is setting up businesses. That's why nobody is doing it, because it's a very big task. But once you're able to, or once you're a human being, you are supposed to give time to chance, not explore, rather than trying to limit yourself in a way not to be assume and complaints and it wouldn't help. Be as agents when do buy now, there's nothing that you can do to support that. What you have to do is to move on. I'm not it's the best thing. Yeah, but then before thinking than crying and then attempting to no. Yeah, acquire 2013 because it was to be in your muscle. They never even put it in immigration rules. A more cultural students say students have the opportunity to set up a business, no, they didn't put it in the rules. They placed it in a very big guidance note, home office guidance note, or one of the question. And see, even a lot of lawyers didn't even know about it, let alone to tell their clients about the opportunities. They opened it for about a year. So we are smart enough to set up and do our things, and then they closed it. So the same way, Utia is a good news for you, because Samankai Biohano Obian Hobekacho said this is another opportunity to sort out things. And not just say, because I say Ubit Master business and also with my self-employed, oh yeah, okay, and also be at Nadrian Coso. Now I could go home and also I basa. Okay, oh yeah, or they are going to home, seek advice and prepare yourself well. And yet, Chinchina trying to say, be a best at business. Be a main per 5, main per 10. You can add your resources together, set up one business, get a sponsorship license, and then set up for yourself. I mean, what do I say? The business will thrive rather than Ubiano. Oh, Miss Me, you say individual to me just sponsorship license. I have no self-sponsored skilled worker visa. Miss Me got license to be no matter now. A bet one license in a difference after be 1 month, because you're not capable of running a business even yourself. But if you are more people, you can put people with skill in certain positions. You fight for contracts, you can do other things. There are lots of opportunities available. So please don't sit down and complain and I say talk about things. Emfa and Puntu umbrella. I know a lot of people go on TikTok and stuff like that and then watch unnecessary things. But once you are here, I would advise your mentality is a bit changey to a place where you can get positive news and grow yourself and your life. Same check a crab cup home.
Yo, on China, the age you may do the baby, or the debia nearby Busia Kakra, debia King's Court Law for a while. Yabana, Opay, Nakasawa, Tobawa, Church. Me get the cat type of visas be waha. It be to go out. Yeah, but for no quick by 4 minutes. Now, maybe so Ghana question be.
Okay.
At the age you went in our baby.
That's it. I'm saying, people has your catcher me say, I'll just read some of the questions and see how best I can answer them. As a sweetie Franca, I say, how can you solve a litigation case with the Home Office? Litigation case with the Home Office, we get it every day. And how do we solve it? It depends on the nature of the litigation. So is it a refusal? Is it allegations of fraud or misrepresentation? Is it an appeal case? Is it, a sponsorship license revocation? So every kind of litigation, depends on the strategy and approach a lawyer will take. And see, unless Franca, you're very specific with your question, it'll be very difficult for me to answer. So Agnes say, can a skilled worker bring a dependent? Yes, generally a skilled worker can bring a dependent. However, skilled workers on SOC 6135 and 6136 cannot bring their dependents, unfortunately. And care workers and senior care workers cannot bring their dependents. But healthcare assistants can bring their dependents. They are not under 6135, 6136. So yeah, Mami answer our questions now. I come back to the questions again. And now we say categories are for from
type of visas.
Yeah, so
type of work visas. Yeah.
Work visas if you can see for Archie your long-term work visa, which means in Krata, indefinitely to remain. But why anybody in Kofobe anyone who needs a skilled worker visa, and you scale up visa, scale up. If you're a skilled worker visa, and so or Chromasi or any other category of visa, skilled worker dependent, now it may be a Juma. Okay, na adwuma no ɛyɛ scalable adwuma bitumi abia ma nkɔfoɔ adwuma okay saa adwuma no ultimate gye visa ultimate gye scale up visa ɛde we scale up visa ɛma employees and I say one kasa if you are not settled or with indefinite leave to remain or British and I say EA national bitumi agye scale up visa ne bi ama ho another opportunity people can take Ghanaian businesses be who set up. You can set up a business, sell Ghanaian food, sell Ghanaian products, set up a niche business for Ghanaian community, wherever you are. Now, skilled worker is in the system now. Over, maybe it's Northampton, kind of over Newton Keynes, over London. So you can easily set up a niche product for Ghanaian setting, events organizing, a lot of things. So you can think through and set up a skilled worker visa for yourself and other things. You are able to intra-company transfer. You're Ghana they were very good at what they were doing in Ghana. Okay, they set up a lot of businesses in Ghana, although and yes, so and grow so much now. They have the ability and stuff like that. So what happens is that so a company in Ghana, okay, not say has a skilled worker, not say dependent. What you can do or what the business director can do, they say they can set up a branch here. Now they can get a different intra-company transfer to sponsor someone here who is operating the branch of the business here. For instance, on cars or Ghana, and also deal with exports and imports in the other day. Now if you say, okay, so our car company, we bet my replica branch or a chroma say, then why not? You can set up a branch here, then apply for intra-company transfer. In that case, we bet me and for her and Uncle for Ghana, but I'm a manage business here for you.
Only the intra-company
transfer, if we be international sportsman visa, for sports and more may do football, running, athletes near that, you can go on that particular body. And no when your body will home sponsor. Most of the clubs can do that, even in Northampton, a more second division team they can sponsor you and stuff like that. Your charity worker visa or minister of religion, sorry for the more invite take go from one preachy, go from one by year, sorry near the idea. I won't have visit visa so, but with me fast our religious work and so, and I say religious minister and so now, Mama, so for a preachy, and I say, Opposite or power, sorry, more say no, it's me a bassor. And now, key category a year long term, if a business visa, no, your short term business visa or graduate visa, I'm free school. I'm a person of your graduate visa or your highly potential individuals. Highly potential individuals, if you say, hey, who be ama, this will be your, and I say, be your magic, and I say, baby. Sometimes, if you're good at what you do, you'll be easy to go for. Yeah, I say, be a lawyer, be a or students. I mean, one of my trainees, if you say, or you're very good at, with my a very good lawyer in the future, I can go on that particular route, highly potential individual, and get another law firm, me, myself, and another firm, two of us can do a recommendation for him. Now it's me a highly potential person. Maybe now, or barbering shop, or eat, or you're very good for tree, or to meet you in the these are all people
or based on a high potential.
High potential. So far as the person is so good that he can excel in the field of work, he can be classed as a high potential individual. The requirements, it includes say or new beer or you can have or any year jumano. Recommendation. Not your pet or before for between such recommendation, sir. As may see where you're good. Near kind of craft work, say examples of say a tier work near that you bit media as portfolio. So a lawyer near case away and I say things which media course. So highly potential individuals are also very, very important. Your intra-company graduate trainee, seen in America, intra-company transfer and your intra-company graduate trainee. So if you have some company or company you are a year intra-company or Ghana, be here drinks, you can say, sir, fruit, so bolognese and very, very good branded ones for Ghana. He wants to set up a branch here and run it directly from Ghana. Set up a branch. Now he's doing very well. Sorry for not to me. If you're here, sorry to me here, order parties or order near that, which is going on very well. If you have a personal or a skilled worker visa, you can switch that person around. Or if you will be a Ghana, you can come on the intra-company transfer. Or you'll be a graduate or the school nearby will be a school near that. You can switch the person on that particular category. So it's not be chin in patch, so we are more oil and gas and oil qualified. No, many things can qualify you. So if you have questions around these, easily book an appointment, set up a time with me, and I can explain to you whether you qualify or you don't qualify. I'm very straightforward. All the lawyers we have, here are very straightforward. They will tell you if it's possible. If it's not possible, they'll let you know. Your innovator founder visa, with me, I take advantage of if you're a skilled worker or even a dependent currently. You're sole representative of overseas business. And also another good avenue with me so your setup visa, and also another very, very good opportunity that you can also take up in the senior or special worker visa. Senior or special worker visa, no, like a skilled worker visa, but for you to be a senior, no, there's a threshold you have to meet in order to qualify for that particular visa. But there is beyond the reach of everybody. So, yes, our UK expansion work visa. These are all categories of visas. We can't go into details and explain this because we are only limited to our times we have here. But you may qualify, your friends may qualify,